Hey, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to another video, and this is a paid request for Michael. Thank you so much for that. And for those interested in requesting any type of videos, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal. Do have a Cash App as well. Links are down below in the info box. It could be any type of review, re-review, tier list, ranking, topic, commentary, video game playthrough, whatever the case may be. And feel free to send it. I'll get to it as soon as I can. The World, the Flesh, and the Devil. The reason I paused was because I wanted to make sure I wrote this title right, because it's a title that I was just completely unfamiliar with. It came out in 1959. And I remember when I got the request, I thought it would be some kind of, I don't know, someone who's horny, because I think the flesh, the devil, there's going to be some fucking, some sexing going up. Not the case. In fact, it's a kind of called post-apocalyptic in a way, sci-fi tale, starring Harry Belafonte. Yes, the singer himself, which I never thought of him as an actor, but he did act. Nowadays, he's with the civil rights movements and political stuff, but I always remember him as a musician. Day-o. He said, "Day-o, he are coming, he wanna roll home. Hey, Mr. Tallyman Banana." I always think of Harry Belafonte and being in the Beetlejuice music video for that song. And so it was a bit interesting, though, to see him as an actor. And I thought he did fine. Granted, there's a part of me that if you had someone like a Sidney Poitier, maybe this would have been a bigger hit. Maybe it would have been more recognizable today. Because it's not really a film you hear people talk about. But I still thought he did fine, and it was still nice to see him as the lead here. He plays a mine inspector where there's a cave-in. He gets trapped. And I just been there for 5 days, supposedly. I say that because I'm sitting there going, well, how did he eat? But he did have a little lunch pail. But did that lunch pail have enough for 5 days? And also, I'm like, how did he drink? But I guess there are stuff dripping. So I guess the idea is that he would go over there and drink some of that. I just thought that after 5 days of being stuck in there, he'd be a bit more tired, a bit more worse for wear. But no, he was still pretty energetic even after 5 days. And we do get a little bit of him singing. I don't like it here. Which I like that, because I would be doing the same damn thing. If I'm bored and I'm stuck somewhere. And even the lyrics like, this fucking suck, this bullshit. I don't like it here. Get the fuck out. God damn it, I don't like it here. So I actually like that. He has a curse like that, but I didn't mind that song. It makes sense. I would be peeved as well. As like, did you hurry up? I don't like it here. Come on. So then one day, like, something happens, and then he doesn't hear people digging, and he's trying to, like, hey, what? And I thought he did a decent job selling his fear and go like, what the hell's going on? He eventually looks around the surroundings himself, pulls apart stuff, able to make it out a lot on his own. I try to find out that there's nobody around. In the work area, there's nobody around. And he goes to town, to the streets, and there's still nobody around. Apparently some isotope, some atomic poison. I think they tried to tell about how not only did it poison you, I guess it eats up your body, because it's not just everybody's gone. Like, you don't see their bodies. Now, obviously, they wanted to do that because I'm sure with the way things were back then, it'd be hard to get away with and walked around with hundreds and hundreds of dead bodies around, and thousands of them. Plus, it saves on budget because that way you don't have that many extras to pay for. But like Night of the Comet, which I do enjoy, where the comet turns people into dust. At least it did. And then it kind of remind me a bit of I Am Legend, when Will Smith, he's by himself and trying to go from A to B, trying to figure out what to do next. Of course, I picked the one where it's another black guy that stars in it. I mean, I could have picked the Omega Man, could have picked Last Man on Earth with Vincent Price. I just went with the one with the other black guy. Only, at least Harry hasn't slapped someone. At least not yet. One thing I do admire from 1959, they did a really nice job showcasing the emptiness of cities. Because eventually it gets to New York, and man, like there's a nice shot where the bridge is cluttered with car after car after car. And I thought the shot looked pretty good for this time period. And how he's going down the empty streets, and a lot of them just these really wide shots where there is nobody around. It makes me go, how the hell did they do some of these shots? Like, was this a big enough production that they were actually able to tell people, listen, you can't be down this alleyway at this time, just back off for a bit, or what the deal was. But some really cool looking shots. Really nice shots are selling the desolation that has happened. Even this one cool edit where it shows, I don't know if I would say a time lapse, but imagine there's a statue of a lion right here. I guess in New York, in this time at least, there was a bunch of these type of lion statues, but it'll be when Harry gets to this bell and rings it, each ring, it'll cut to, there's a shot of a place with this statue lion, and then when a bell rings, it cuts to a different location where there's another different type of lion statue. Then when the bell rings again, it cuts to another one, then another one, then another one. And the camera doesn't move, it's just... And what I'm doing is, okay, imagine the bell ringing, like, ding, 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 with each ding, again. I like that it changed the shot, and the purpose is to show that with every area showcase, there's no one around. No, those, I wouldn't be surprised if it was just a still picture, but in order to showcase there's nobody in the backdrop there. But yeah, I thought, again, they did a nice commendable job. And even then, Harry Belafonte is going a bit crazy. Now, granted, I get that. We all would go crazy, or most of us go crazy, if just the initial thought of so many people dying. But it seemed like he's going around trying to call people, hey, I'm here, come out. But he's shooting this gun in the air, come out. It's okay. I'm like, listen, you may be A-okay, I like you, Harry Belafonte, but if right now I'm in here and I see you walking down, firing the gun, come on out. Come on out. I'm like, I'm not going to come out because you may shoot me in the face. You may shoot me in the fucking face, accidentally or on purpose. Like, I don't think the best way to show people that you're okay to hang out with is going in the air shooting guns. Especially when you're not drunk. So, I don't think that was the best decision for him. But one piece of acting I liked from Belafonte was he's able to get to a news place, listen to some tapes, some audio tapes, and able to hear a bit more of an explanation as to what had happened. But I like that, during the scene, like, he's listening, and then a damn tear starts going down. I'm like, wow, it's not like, okay, now, okay, time to bleed, bleed. Different movie. Time to tear up. No, it's felt like it was done naturally because they had the shot on him for a decent amount. So I thought that was actually nicely effective performance by him. So eventually he's able to get the power back on for other stuff, and maybe this is also what reminded me of I Am Legend Will Smith. Because you remember in that Will Smith set up mannequins, trying to go along with his usual routine in life. Did they take that from? Okay, was that in the book I Am Legend? If not, then I'm like, did they take it from this? Because he has mannequins set up as well. And in fact, he sees one that has this really creepy smirk on his face. And he starts talking to him like, oh yeah? Huh? You want to mess with me or something? Just fucking throws it right off the damn balcony. And when it crashes, he hears a girl scream. He freaks out. What the hell? Goes down and meets Inger Stevens. Now, I have no issues with the actress. The character, I thought, at times could have been a bit more understanding for some of the stuff later on with the Belafonte's character. And, he meets her, and they have kind of grow to a bit of a friendship. But Belafonte doesn't want to take it further because I guess in case they meet someone, you want to be with someone who's a bit more white. Because she does say the term, I'm free, white, and 21. Which apparently was a phrase that was very negative connotations throughout the years where certain bad things would happen. And then stupid white fucks. At least those people are those white fucks. Racist assholes. I'm white, 21, and free, or whatever. Free, white, and 21. I guess it's a way to knock someone else because of their skin color, which was always such a dumb fucking thing. Who gives a shit? We bleed all the same color, as far as I know. And so you have this kind of tension where will they, won't they? But here's the thing, at the time, Belafonte, they won't let him do anything with the white girl. Meaning, you're not allowed to kiss, you're not allowed to do this and that. Even the little bit that you had in here, there were people down in the south that wanted to ban it, get rid of it. It's like, come on, you asshole, who gives a shit? So that's the thing. That's one issue. It's not really the film's fault, just the time period it was made, where you can't really get that. You have this kind of bond grow from time to time, but that you never get together. That you never consummate the friendship with a kiss. Like none of that could be allowed, which is the way fucking stupid way the time was nowadays. I mean, back then. Different nowadays, despite how some people want to act. That's the thing. People back then, a black guy and a white girl couldn't even kiss on fucking screen. Had to take fucking Star Trek episode to do shit like that. And that was years after this. So it meets Inger Stevens, who plays the character Sarah. And they start to talk friendly, and him doing her hair, all that stuff. But then a bit of friction arrives. And then Belafonte's character, what his deal is that you eventually find out he's in love with her, but he doesn't want her. I don't know whether her ineptitude of her brain or whatever. Hey, maybe we'll find some white people and you'll want to be the white guy instead. So maybe I'm like, this was the end to the thing where I was enjoying the film a decent amount, and I do like the film still. I do like it. Maybe because I hear so many fucking shit nowadays about race that it's an important aspect to a lot of good films. It just there's parts like, man, I don't want to hear it ever again. Obviously, that won't be the case, but maybe just maybe I would have been fine. Again, I liked the film, but it was my least favorite part is when they got to this section where he wants to be with her, but he's gonna go, no, I can't, because eventually we may meet someone else, and you may want to be with them instead because of the color of your skin. But I thought the Sarah character, she could have done a bit more of, like, say, I don't care about skin color, all I care about what's in here. Like, say something more about that, man. So you're not as much of a bitch. But the actual dickhead is this guy named Ben, aka Benson, arrives, who's a bit sick. He's nursed back to health. I think throughout, like, this guy played by Mel Ferrer is just a dick. Pretty much tells the girl you should be with me, but, you know, said it in a much nicer way. And, but a lot of just Benson, like, just, even though Belafonte treated you well and nursed you back to health, you treat him like shit, and, oh, maybe you should leave town, maybe you should get out of here, maybe blah blah blah. In which Belafonte answers, I won't get in, or I won't get out of your way. Not going to get in your way, but I'm not going to get out of your way. And the finale, like I said, I liked the film because I liked Belafonte's performance. I thought it was kind of interesting in being the lead. I thought that the film was shot well to really show the isolation and how it really does seem like they're the only people left on Earth. At least as of right now. Again, these nice wide shots, they show the empty streets and everything in between. Stevens and Mel Ferrer did fine for what they needed to do. But the finale is Mel Ferrer's Benson says, listen, we don't have a duel, we don't chase each other across the city, and whoever wins gets the girl. Belafonte doesn't really want to do it, kind of half-assedly chases him, then gets to this monument where it shows, where it in text tells, stop fighting and let's start making something. He throws a gun down, Benson looks at him, he won't shoot an unarmed man, walks away. The girl comes up, and you tell that the girl seems like she likes Belafonte more. He only got out of the way because he thought that would make you happy to be with this guy. And this is the thing, what the time period is made is like they can't kiss, they can't do a whole lot of anything. So when you're not allowed to do that, it loses a bit of its emotional impact that it could have with that relationship, with that possible love story. It just, you lose a bit of it because we're not allowed to fucking do what you should be able to have been didn't do. That's not the movie's fault, it's just the time period it was made. But I think the ending I thought was a bit of a letdown. Like I said, after Belafonte puts his gun down, then Benson, Mel Ferrer, puts his gun down. He walks away, and the girl comes up to Belafonte. She takes his hand, walks down, but then she calls to Benson, and he gives the look of, oh, shucks, I didn't mean what I was trying to do when I tried to kill you. Has Benson take her hand, and she takes both their hands down the fucking street. And I'm like, what, for a game bane? With fuck bane? With cheese? You don't do a threesome? You don't set both dicks in a row? You don't suck them at the same time? You don't take one in the ass, one in the clit? One in the poop chute, and one in your pipes? You have to choose ass grass or no sass. Is it going to be, we're going to take the trip to bumfuck Egypt? What are we doing here? We don't have a threesome? It's like what they had to do was they couldn't let her deal with Belafonte because people would be pissed off. This is a black guy. So fucking what? But yeah, at the time people would be pissed, and there were still, I think, people pissed in some places in the South. We will allow it. We will allow this film to be shown. You know, they had to sanitize it for your sorry ass. But it's like, well, we can't have a deal with the black guy. Does it piss too much people off? And we're not allowed. So we gotta have her hold hands with the white guy as well and go down the street. Like, what the fuck? Fuck Benson. Not Mel Ferrer did fine in the ante, but fuck this character did nothing notable. Did nothing noteworthy in terms of him getting the chance to be with the girl. What has he done to earn it? Very quickly treated Belafonte like shit. All because he was black. You wanted to chase Belafonte out of town. You wanted to almost force yourself onto the Sarah character. Now he doesn't and he stops, but he still thought it. You're the one that decided to hunt each other. You're the one that said, get your gun, we don't hunt each other. You're the one who did it. You don't deserve a win. You don't deserve a prize. You don't deserve the Sarah girl. And the fact that she wants both of them makes me lose respect for her as well. You hoe. Maybe deep down she is just a hoe. Whole bag. So yeah, that ending just bothered me, man. And apparently, I don't remember what their reasons were. But apparently Belafonte and some of the cast were bothered by the ending as well. I don't know if it's for the same reasons I said it, but I remember reading somewhere that they weren't happy with the way it ended. Which is, I agree with, because it loses its power. It just like wants to pussyfoot around, and yeah, you can treat someone like shit and almost force yourself on this girl, and even though you're some of the last people on Earth, you don't want to come up with the idea to hunt this guy down. Oh, fuck you. You don't deserve a redemption arc. You didn't have a redemption arc. That's the thing. Other than, oh yeah, well, I didn't kill Belafonte. Yeah, because you put him in the fucking first place. But anyway. I would say the first half, when Belafonte was by himself, looking around and trying to figure out what to do and how to get water, or that was a bit more interesting to me. Some parts of the city I could take and deal with, but the finale's like, oh man, just felt like a letdown. Felt like they, but at the same time, again, it's just the time period they were at. Yeah. Overall, I still liked it for what it was. I thought Belafonte did a good job. Let's say it was interesting to see. Like, yeah, they had some really nice shots that made it seem like New York was in other cities. The streets were empty. Because the streets have no name. Whoa, the streets have no name. But anyway, overall I did like it. So, thanks for watching. Take care. And we'll see you guys later. Bye-bye for now.